Hello everyone, this is just an ad. Today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I love this ECOVACS DEEBOT N10 Plus robot vacuum cleaner. So reason number 1 is it's got Lidar navigation. I really like when they have Lidar navigation. It can map your house, and then in the map you can put no-go zones. You can tell it to stay away from areas that it gets into trouble, and you can also separate it into the different rooms and schedule those rooms accordingly. Now reason number 2 is it has a water pump. So here's the actual water tank, and inside there's where you're going to put the water, and the water won't leak out because the vacuum actually has a pump inside that it only turns the water on when it needs to. And reason number 3 is it's got a small base station. So here's the base station. It has a dust bag. It's going to kick on a vacuum cleaner inside here and empty out everything that the robot picks up and puts in its dust bag. And it empties everything out the bottom. I really like that everything empties out the bottom right here up into the dust bag, because when the mopping pad's installed, here's the mopping pad, and when it's installed it does not cover up where it auto empties. Now you've got to take the mopping pad on and off. It cannot lift or raise or lower the mop pad. So when you have like hardwood floors or linoleum and carpet, in the app, you're going to have to tell it that this is a no mop zone and it will stay away from it. It also has a carpet sensor, and if the mop pad is installed, it'll stay away from carpet. But if you want to clean the carpet, you'll have to just come down here and remove the mop pad, and now it's just a vacuum cleaner and it will vacuum the carpet. We got the single brush roller, 2 side brushes, the carpet sensor, charging points. These are the fall off sensors so it won't fall down your stairs. Once in a while those have to be cleaned, and the drive wheels. And again, since it has a water pump on the inside, the water is going to come out these 3 places right here, and you're able to control how much water comes out. Now this is meant for everyday mopping. It's not going to mop up a big muddy mess, but for everyday mopping, the mop will capture the dirt. Then when it's all done, you're going to take the mop pad off. It's very easy. It's just held on with Velcro. You're going to put this in the washing machine, and then it cleans it, and then it's ready to go for the next time. Now around front we do have the bumper technology, but the main thing is it has Lidar. So if something's in front of it and it's able to activate the bumper, it'll turn around. Or if something is about 4 inches tall, the Lidar will hit it and it will go around it. But it doesn't have a sensor that if something's low to the ground, it could possibly run it over. And again, when the robot is done, it's going to come back to the docking station, auto empty, and then charge it up, and so it's ready to go for next time. So in the ECOVACS app, you're able to set no-go zones. You can divide it up into different rooms. Again, it will sense where the carpet is. You can put a no mop zone, and it shows you where it's been during the cleaning process. It does a good job. So here you can do area. You can pick a certain room that you want to clean in a certain order. We can go to auto, it's going to clean all the rooms in a certain order, or you can go to custom, and you can just highlight an area that you would like to be cleaned. Go back to auto. We have clean. You're going to set the cleaning preferences. You got 1 or 2 passes. You got 4 different levels of suction and 3 different levels of water that it can put down. Okay, so let's tell it to start cleaning these 2 rooms. I've got the mop pad installed. Okay, so it's going to undock itself and start cleaning. Now again, I've got the mop pad installed. It's for everyday mopping, because if there was a big muddy mess, it would smear it, but for everyday mopping, it's going to do a good job. And when it senses carpet, it does turn back and go the other way. Again, see, when it senses carpet, it turns back. It knows the mop pad is installed. And I want to show you, it is doing a good job of mopping. Yeah, we can see right there. It is wet. Okay, so when it's done mopping the floor, it's going to come back to the base station and auto empty everything into the dust bag. Okay. Now when it's done with mopping, you're going to take the mop pad off. So just grab the mop pad, put it back on the base station. We can see, it does, for everyday mopping, it does an okay job. Okay, so now I started it to vacuum only. We've got some confetti on the floor, and we're going to see how well it vacuums. Okay, so I've got it vacuuming on maximum suction. It's doing a pretty good job. Okay, let's turn it down. There's quiet mode. So you can have it vacuum. That's the lowest setting possible. It is really quiet. It's actually doing a pretty good job with that too. That's on low. Let's go up to standard. Here we got it on standard suction power. Now we'll go up to strong. There's strong suction power. And we got one more level. Max plus. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, it did a really, really good job. Look at everything it's vacuumed up. Wow. Now it's going to go back to the dustbin or the base station, and everything will come out the bottom. See the two holes at the bottom? And it's going back to the base station, and it's going to empty out the dustbin. Now it did eventually get all of that. And then when you're all done, once in a while, about every 6 weeks, you'll have to empty out this dust bag. You just simply pull this little brown thing up and put a new bag in there. Very simple. Okay, so I told you some things I liked about it. Now let's go over some things that I'm concerned about. First off is the price tag. It retails for $650. This is not a $650 robot. Having to take that mop pad on and off yourself. There's other robots that are the same price or cheaper that will lift the mop pads up and down. So I was able to get this for $189. I bought it used off of Amazon, open box or renewed. That's a pretty good price point. So would I spend $189 on this vacuum cleaner? I would, and I did. I bought it with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. Now, it was released in 2023. Originally, when I did the review, I thought maybe it was a little bit of an older vacuum, but it's not that old. Now again, the mop pad, that's just everyday dusting. It simply drags it on the floor as the robot moves. It's going to have to rely on this to capture the dirt. It does have carpet boost, and I do like that it has a carpet sensor. But here we got the Eufy X10 Pro Omni that it's $800. Sometimes it's on sale for $650. It's a much more capable robot than this one. But I do like this robot. It just has some limitations. The app gets kind of confused when you take the mop pad on and off. Now, I turned it back down to low. I'm actually pretty impressed how well it cleans on low. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, that's cool. That's fun. We can see it actually going in. My biggest concern for this is going to be price. That $650 retail, that's what it is right now on Amazon. That's what is it, $189 is a good price. $200, maybe $250. I feel like it's a good price point for this. Again, you're gonna have to take that mop pad on and off. Now, mapping. When I first got this out of the box, there is no mapping run. I feel like that's another area that is gonna struggle because it eventually mapped my house, but you have to do a full clean, which that's okay. I mean, so you unbox it, you tell it to clean your house, and it has to clean your entire house to create a map. And unless it can see the physical walls, it sometimes can struggle. It had to clean my house 3 days, about 5 times in order to get a map. Now, I might have kind of an odd situation where I've got just a bunch of stuff in the basement, but when they have mapping runs, they typically do better. But you can see it's going in nice straight lines. It does a good cleaning pattern. And this was a big confetti mess, and this is its second pass that it's doing, and it's pretty much getting all of it on the second pass. You know, the base unit, even though it's kind of small, the ramp does kind of stick out a little far. Going up the ramp can be a little tricky sometimes. Definitely, this is one of these ones you do not move the base unit. It causes all kinds of problems. Pretty much if you move that base unit over a little bit, it can really struggle. So keep the base unit stationary. It will do multi-floor mapping, but again, I found mapping my house to be the hardest part. It just because it can take so long. It has to do an entire clean. You have to press or go in the app and tell it to clean, and it has to clean the entire area, like back and forth around the perimeter, and it has to be able to come back to the base station on its own to create the map. If it gets stuck, if it runs out of battery, which I don't think, it has a really long battery in it. That's a pretty big plus. But if for some reason it's not able to finish on its own and come back to the docking station, that was a waste. You're gonna have to start all over again. It creates a map, but it just sits there and looks at you. It won't let you edit it. It's an incomplete map. In order to complete the map, it has to do it itself, which is go back to the base station. Now earlier I was priding, on the auto empty system. I did have a little bit stick over here, just a little bit on that first time. It eventually did get it. And I don't think the filter is reusable. I think you got to replace it. I like the ones that you can clean the filter in the dustbin.
Charging. Emptying the dustbin.
So again, around the $250 price point is a good price point for me. I think it's got some good features. It's lacking in a couple areas, but when the price is right, it's actually a pretty good vacuum cleaner. I will put a link to it underneath the show description notes where you can purchase it. And don't forget, always look on Amazon for open box used. There was, it didn't come with the right bag, so I did have to order bags. So that I'm not too, I saved so much money. Ordering another bag wasn't that, I could have sent it back saying, hey, it didn't have the right bag in it, but I wanted to use it. So I just ordered some new bags. So be sure and check out I have 2 Facebook pages, a Facebook group page and a Facebook page. I do free giveaways there behind the scenes. I'm also on Instagram if you want to see just behind the scenes little snippets. Yesterday I took a bunch of videos of Fiona doing different things. So Instagram, Just a Dad videos. I'm also on TikTok, short videos of how things are going. Again, I use links. So I am an affiliate with Shark, Ninja, Amazon, Walmart. And if I put a link in my show description notes and you click on that link, it'll take you to their website and where you can purchase the product. The product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a small commission from you using that link. It is a way of helping support my channel. I want to continue to do these reviews of these vacuum cleaners, buying them with my own money, giving you a completely honest review. That has been so helpful, purchasing these with my own money, and I don't feel like I have to say anything about it other than what I feel. So I just created this big area here. We're going to do all kinds of robot vacuum cleaner testing. I've got about 6 robots. About 8 robots that I need to unbox, review, test. I put them up here. I'm always constantly putting stuff on the floor. Usually when I go upstairs for the night, I'll start one and it cleans while I'm upstairs watching TV. So then I can see how if I come back the next day and is it on its base station? Is it stuck somewhere? It's a pretty big obstacle course down here. So they have to kind of be on their game to get a good job done down here. I'm working on a big video of, these are expensive robots. I'm going to tell you the best expensive robot. I'm going to tell you the best budget robot. I'm going to tell you the best $300 robot. You know, I've got several robots. I've been doing lots of testing, lots of real world testing. Just how do these work? Do they get stuck? Do they clean? Is the water dirty? So lots of videos coming on robots with buying guides. Got the Dream L20, I'm sorry. That's the ECOVACS. We got lots of Roomba vacuum cleaners. Roomba just came out with a brand new one. I don't have it yet. It's going to look a lot like the J9 Plus with the auto refill base, but they're going to clean their mop pad, but I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not too excited about it because it seems like they haven't improved. They don't use Lidar navigation, which I think everybody should be using Lidar. That's a Roborock. They use Lidar. And this was the robot. This is the Shark Blue, $177 open box. It's not brand new. $177. Lidar navigation, auto empty base. That's incredible. And then typically this is the Shark White AI. It typically goes on sale for $300. Lidar navigation, Eufy L60 with auto empty base. It's under $300 now. Lidar navigation. I can't stress enough. Now this is the $1,200 Dyson. It does not have Lidar. And they've done some software updates. I do have a 30-day real-world test in my house. It did okay. No one can beat their suction. So these all use like these little brush rollers, and they have suction there. Dyson technology is superior to everybody. They have the full-size brush roller, okay, and then they've got their it's probably patented, but it's like their vortex or their suction power that causes stuff not to stick to the filter but get compacted in there. It's just, I was absolutely blown away by how much this actually picks up. It just needs a little bit better navigation, which Lidar, yeah, it's just Lidar is the way to go. You just don't have problems with it. Oh yeah, I just got the Eufy X Pro Omni Lidar navigation. It's on sale. And I got a Tenneco stick vac. Keurig just released a new K Duo, so I'll be unboxing that. Shark Power Detect, gotta do a review on it. I'm starting to get some shelving here for my robots. Lidar, 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 no Lidar, iRobot. It uses some different technology. It's got a sensor on the front that I just don't think works very well. iRobot Essentials, no Lidar navigation, no nothing. Just uses bumper technology. It's $250. Look what this is, $250 without an auto empty base and no map. That doesn't make sense. When that one I just showed you, the DreamBot D10S, I just did an unboxing, $279. Lidar navigation, does mopping, has an auto empty base, and it has an amazing app that maps your house, and you can put no-go zones. Yeah, here's like the J7 with the mop. This is what the Roombas use, this sensor on the front. Oh, and they have a sensor that tracks movement. Somebody told me in the comments that this sensor here like tracks movement like a mouse. Like you move a mouse on a computer screen. Again, whoops, probably broke it. iRobots, I typically stay away from. They only have that sensor on the bottom. They don't have any sensor on the front. This is for docking and virtual walls. But boy, they sell a lot of these. This is the i3, there's the i5. This is $350. No mopping. The i5, sometimes it's $500, sometimes it's on sale for $400, $350 with mopping, but it's no good. It's because of the sensors. It's a good vacuum, and the auto empty is a little strange. It doesn't work the best sometimes, but the mopping, no. The mapping, no, not very good. I mean, Lidar has got these Tycoms, $150, Lidar navigation, you know, 150 bucks. It's actually pretty good. I got a video on it. And I'm needing help naming this room, this wall. Like, what is this going to be? You know, I don't want to use Vacuum Wars because that's another YouTube channel. He does an amazing job with vacuum cleaners and robots. I don't want to impede on his channel whatsoever, but this area is going to be like a competition. It's going to be I'm really at a loss for words. If you could leave them in the comments, I would really appreciate it. But I want this to be like this is the playoffs. This is the Vacuum, who wins? I'm looking for like a trend, not a trendy word, but like a catchy phrase that I could be like saying it. Okay, let's go over to the robot competition area. But that doesn't sound very catchy. So again, I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. I always keep my comments to the end, never during the video, never during the information. So I do appreciate you sticking around, listening to me talk about robots. It's been a fun journey. I'm learning something new every day on robots. And I've been doing robot vacuum cleaners now for probably 2 years. And it's only getting more intense because they're releasing robots now like crazy. So I'm trying to keep up, buying them with my own money. I can only budget so much every month for these robots. And then I've got to get the videos out and let people know and tell you what I think of them. But again, I do appreciate everybody using the links. I do earn a small commission if you use those links, and I just really appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe. And again, thank you so much.